Yeah, I'm in here watching the most toxic shit ever, A Thin Line Between Love and Hate with Martin. Y'all remember that movie? So I don't remember Regina King's character's name. I apologize. But, Martin has always had a crush on her, but she's always, played her position as his friend. But, they're about to move forward. The reason why I wanted to hop on there, because she's just like, are you ready? He's like, yeah, I'm ready for you. I don't care what intentions he has. Yes, he in his heart he is ready to be the man that he knows that you deserve. But he has not practiced being the man that you deserve. Which means if he has practiced being a hoe up into you, he's going to get with you and he's going to be able to resist the urge of being himself, right? These impulses of being himself. He's been a dog his whole life. He's fucked everything walking his whole life. You think he's going to stop just because he's with you. There are a few, very few, who can resist the urge of what their identity was. I had this conversation with Dre in therapy today. He was like, you want me to change who I am? I was just like, you aren't your ideas, you aren't your thoughts. If you were your ideas and your thoughts, you would still believe that Santa Claus was real. But guess what? You outgrew that thought and philosophy, therefore you are not your thoughts. I'm not trying to change you by asking you to change the way that you think. Open up your perspective. There's more than one way to see life. So, I forgot my point. My point is, moms, I'm rooting it back. Moms, raise your sons to value their bodies, to value their minds, raise their emotion and logical brain. Men, when you are dating, date for marriage. Date with your end goal in mind. That way you are starting to attract that quality in your life. If you know one day you want to be married, but you're running through girls like you would not run through your wife, then you are training your body, your everything, you are training it to respond to that sort of stimulation. So ultimately, you end up with the one you want to be with, but your body doesn't know how to respond to fucking the same person for a prolonged period of time. You've been fucking everybody. Now your body has to start fucking one person. It's not going to happen. So date with your end goal in mind. Ladies, when you are choosing a mate, pay attention to his history. It's very important. Beyond the physical world history, do your research on these people. Never been good at it. Literally was drunk off my ass. Got a ride home from my friend's brother who I thought was somebody else because they all looked alike and I didn't know which one it was. Several months later, maybe a year later, I'm watching the news. And I'm like, hey, there goes so-and-so's brother. I'm like, the same guy that I asked to give me a ride home when I was drunk off my ass was right up the street essaying women in the parking lot at the mall. So, thank God for God's grace and protecting me from my stupidity. But develop that spirit of discernment. Check him out in the physical world, but also check him out in the spiritual world. Just check him out, see how he's moving, how he talk about females, all that. All these are his ideologies. You think, oh, it's just because it's his ex and he's upset. He's still going to talk about you that way when he's upset. So these are all things you need to pay attention to. And when he's never treated a woman like a woman deserves, even though he's treated you well because you weren't his woman. But the moment you become his woman, the reason why you haven't become his woman up until this point is because either he knows he can't treat you the way you deserve to be treated, or you know he can't treat you the way you deserve to be treated. But once you cross that line, he doesn't know how. And your love isn't enough to teach him. something he's never done. And most of them are too prideful. Most of y'all don't even know. I just explained it to you. You're welcome. Hit that tip jar.